and welcome to another episode of Try It Podcast, where we discuss all things from millennial struggles to relationships and love and everything in between. I'm Jade.
I'm Maya.
And I'm Kedeisha.
And welcome to episode 37.
Woo!
That's a big number. We're almost hitting the
37.
big 4-0. Imagine if you were 37 years old.
No, man.
I feel it.
I mean, I definitely feel it, but I've got a minute.
Yeah, but you know like how they say like 25 is the last one before it's a bit mad? I mean...
I don't know, I heard you hit 25 and it's all like whoop from there, like you just all
Guys,
of a sudden
triggered,
you're 80.
Triggered.
That's what I mean.
What?
Yeah. This is at you.
Oh my god.
But if you were 37,
Shit, girl.
what would you be feeling about turning 40? Do you know what I mean?
You know, I'm not going to think about that till it comes.
I think once I'm already over that line, I think I'd be like, calm.
Same.
Like when I was 21, I couldn't wait to be 25.
Really?
Now I'm 25 and I'm like, whoa there, buddy.
I never had, like I've said it before, from 18, like 19, I was patterned. I loved every birthday, and every year I'm like, yes, yes, yes. But up until 18, I was like, no, no, no. Because I just felt like my life wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't doing anything other than sitting in school bored. But now I'm out here.
I always wanted to be 18 so I could go into the clubs, you know, and be like,
Oh
I'm
god,
an
I was
adult
out
now.
from 16, I'm tired.
Yeah, so was I, but you know, the old clubs are different. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go into like, you know, the clubs, like the older ones.
No, that's what I'm talking
You were,
about.
how did you get in?
Fake ID. I got a fake ID though.
I got the peoples.
Ah, see, I was going to them. I went to them under 18 clubs. Did
Do
you
you
go
know what?
to
My
them?
very first rave, my uncle used to do raves in Leicester. He used to, I know he still does. He does raves called like Back to 98. So they're like, in Leicester,
Okay, yeah.
garage and house is like very prominent in the clubs. So he just used to let me in. And buy me all my drinks.
Oh, that is so cute.
I mean,
It's
he'd
better
rather I
him-
do it with,
exactly.
yeah, exactly. So then, like, anytime I go out, it would be mostly at his rave, or at least sometimes I'd even be working the door.
Okay.
Or yeah, if it wasn't with that uncle, it would be with another uncle. Like I spent a lot of time out with my uncles.
Yeah. My dad used to tell me if you want to like do weed and drink and whatever, get 3 of your friends in your room and you just do it here.
That's mad coming
that would
from your
be-
dad,
Why?
because it's your dad.
Yeah, but knowing how he is,
No,
which you don't
your
know.
dad.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is very true, very true. It's true. But I
Yeah.
was once not such a sober cat.
I know, it's so weird to think of you like that, but I guess I
She
did
knew
know
me
you
in
when you were
both,
like
yeah, she
We
that.
was on our way here. Maya pointed at this Chinese shop. He's like, "Can you believe I used to eat in there?" To me, she was like, "Can you believe?"
I might have said, "Can you believe?"
See?
So, yeah, but I just can't remember saying that because I didn't mean it like, "Oh my god, can you believe me?" I just meant like I actually used to do that. Do you know what I mean?
No, because you and I said actually you can't believe it.
That's why I said, "Can you believe?" Anyway, we're getting
Anyways,
off
I
topic
just
here.
did any of you not go to like, you know, Batchwood, Oceana?
Mine
them
was the
ones?
house parties and like street parties.
Who was having house parties? The police get called every 5 minutes.
That's
you know
what I mean. That's why I was.
Street parties.
Yeah,
in
like no,
Leicester.
like the house would obviously shut
Spill out
down.
onto the street.
But Fed would come and then it would be a street thing.
Oh, shit.
And I always found as well that obviously I was excited to get ID in that, but then when I finally did, the house parties were way more fun. Do you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
just never used to have
House
as much fun in
parties
the
are
club.
definitely way more of a vibe.
100%.
And you can sit down.
Free
when you want.
drink, as in like you get your own and that's it for the whole night.
Sometimes food.
Sometimes food.
I know
We
which
are the
one.
DJ.
Yeah.
I don't have to hear my grace going 18
can we get
times.
that on? Can we get that on? Yeah, so nine.
Then there's usually games as well, so it's a bit more
that's
interactive.
where
What
you've
kind of
lost
house
me.
parties you going
There
to?
wasn't
yeah?
any games with
No
my
games,
ones.
drinking games, never have I ever.
No, because you wouldn't even know
The
who hosted
music's
it.
loud.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't know
you
who's
don't.
hosting it. Because you got to remember, we're from Barnet. Well, I was living in Barnet at that time. That means you're on the outskirts. For anyone to be doing anything in them ends is unlikely, so you've got to travel out. So you're not going
Yeah,
to
it
know
was
that
all St.
person.
Albans I was going to.
Oh, I was
like,
going to say,
in
oh,
them
but
big
stop
houses,
them.
they do have
Wood
a-
Green.
Yeah, but now there's always one in St. Enfield, but I don't even go there. I feel like I'm too old now. I feel like it's a bit weird.
Unless it's my house party, why would I go now?
Yeah.
Although the other day, my neighbour, he was like, "Yeah, we have a house party every summer." I'm like, "I live opposite you. I've never seen this or heard." How many people do you have? And he's like 20, 30.
Oh.
It's a small. If you see like, it's not big. And like he's like, I'm like, where do people go? He's like on the balcony or in the kitchen. I never see or hear this. I'm obviously in bed or something like an old lady. But he's like, yeah, you should come this year. And I was like, okay, fine. I've not got far to go home.
Aw,
Literally, that's so
cute.
live.
But yeah, he was like talking about, I was like, is there food? And he was like, sometimes, but the last 2 we haven't done food. And I was like, okay, it's fine. I mean, home is just across
Yeah.
the way.
Maybe I could eat before I come, and I wouldn't get hungry by the time I got here.
I love it when you're close with your neighbours. Like, I never had that where we
No, me
neighbours
either.
even chat.
Me
I have no
either, me
idea
either.
who they are.
To be fair, I've been there like nearly 3 years, and this is the only now we're talking.
Oh, okay.
I never had it when I lived in Barnet, but now I'm back in Ends. I've had the same. So we moved for 12 years. You come back and it's the same neighbours on both sides.
Oh my god.
And
Oh,
in
that's
Barnet,
quite cute.
and in Barnet, we'd had like, at least 4 people per side.
Yeah, but they're not your age mates.
Yeah, obviously, I wasn't talking like brethren. I was just talking
Oh.
like cool, like
Oh,
with
okay.
it. But they are sweet. Like if you need anything, they're always there.
Yeah.
You saw my mum today. She just shouted Jessie. So it happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
You've both
Oh,
seen
I know who you're
that.
talking
See?
about.
There you
Actually,
go, she knows Jess.
I know your neighbours better than I know mine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, we last recorded about polyamory, which a lot of people were very interested in. And I thought we should carry on because not just about polyamory, but like the whole relationships and boundaries and that kind of stuff, because we did say we had loads more to talk about. So why don't we kick off with, you've just been to a festival. How do you feel about festival life meets relationship? Based on what you saw out there, do you think it's appropriate for people to have relationships while they're out there at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because even though I'm not in one, to be fair, I wasn't moving mad.
To be fair, it's not out of lack of trying. I'm joking.
Shots have been fired.
I'm joking.
Call
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Catch me outside.
That is a making up for every single shot that is thrown at me on a daily. Alright, come on.
God.
It's only right. It's only right.
Are you done?
I am.
I'm going to put that one in my pocket.
Okay.
Remember. Okay? A lot of the people out there that were approaching me, Maya,
I know,
were
many.
children.
Oh.
Well, not children.
Oh.
But they were just young. They were all really young. Like, what's your Snapchat?
Oh yeah.
Like, if somebody says to me, what's your Instagram? I get it.
At least, yeah,
But
yeah.
somebody later on in the week told me that they want your Snapchat so that they can basically spy on you.
Of course, because you put your everyday stuff on there.
I didn't post not one thing to Snapchat.
But most people use
And I guess
Snap
it has
as-
your location. Some people have their location on there, so you can see where they are. They're stalky.
But yeah, just like watch your Snapchat. And as soon as I said that, the first thing I'd have to ask was, how old are you? Oh, I'm here for my 22nd birthday. Oh, no.
But still, you know what? I can speak for the 23-year-old generation or whatever. Snapchat's not a thing for me anyway, is it?
Yeah,
Is
I
it for
deleted
you?
mine time ago. Yeah.
What are they doing?
I mean,
think
I
they're
have
just
it.
like a mess.
I mean, I'll be honest, everyone knows Snap wins with the filters.
Yeah.
Let's not lie.
Yeah,
They
but
really,
yeah,
really
who
go in.
Have it
says,
to
"Can
record
I have
on
your
and then
Snap?"
post to Instagram.
Yeah.
I like, yeah.
There
and
must
then-
be some beef because why would Insta not just say to them, look, we'll be honest, we can
I
see your
don't think they
filters
want to
go
I
in.
sell
swear.
out. don't
Yeah,
think they
I can
wanna
see,
sell it.
yeah.
But anyway, so like I said in the last episode, I feel like if I did go to Croatia with a boyfriend, it would have been an issue. Look, my cousin who I'm with had a man, so has a man.
Yeah, but anyway.
Is there a little underlying message in
No.
there?
I'm not saying it because of the person who's got the relationship. I'm saying it more for the people that are going to approach you. Like you said last time, how, you know, like they don't know you're in a relationship.
Yeah,
and
I
they
think
come
it's honestly how you carry yourself, because there were some girls carrying themselves entirely mad, but then in saying that, they looked young. Like you can scan the room and see who looks of a certain age, and like how people, you can tell certain people like move mad in London as well, and they're just bringing this reckless behaviour to Croatia. And then you can tell the people that aren't so much like that in London, but are just having fun in Croatia, and then you can tell the people that are just like there to have a good time. Like I seen
Where were you? What one were you?
I mean, I went there as the second on, where like I don't really move mad in London, but I was like, yo,
I'm here to
Good
party,
time, yeah.
literally.
whatever.
I'm here
but-
for a good time, not a long
but
time.
when I got there and I was thrown into the fire and I've got all of these wasps attacking me, and I'm just like, do you know what? I'm not about this life. I'm just not like
It's
with
too
it.
much.
Like one guy approached me, yeah, and he stopped me, and I like, you can't really get lost and lose your people because it's just like one strip, but. I lost my cousins, and I was talking to him, and he was like, "Oh, I just need to talk to you like right now." And I was like,
Do
okay,
you
but
know me?
I
They
don't
come
know.
up with the
I
maddest
don't know
lines.
him.
I swear they like getting more
It's urgent.
inventive.
It's
by the
urgent. I'm
day.
gonna die.
I was like, "Where's your friends? Like, because you've just made me lose mine." He's like, "Doesn't matter, I find them." And I was like, "Okay." He's like, "Oh, let me talk to you, blah blah blah." And then I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna find my friends. You find yours, and then you find me again when we're all together." And he was like, "All right, cool." And then I seen him the next day, and he was, and then he looked through me.
What?
This is what I'm saying. He looked through me, and then he see me again the next day at the airport, and he was like, "Oh, hi, you're right, yeah." And I was just like, this is not normal." But, like, people like that, like when people are moving like that doesn't make me think I want to move mad with you. You're not worth me moving mad over. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely see. I share that same opinion for sure. But I do know as well that like there is a general consensus that if you're going to these kind of environments, just like people say you can't find love in the club, if you're going to these kind of environments, you're not there for that. You're there for X, Y, and Z. I don't personally.
But then we did make some friends that were guys, and they were like really nice, and like they were a bunch of like there was like 4 of them, but they were like they didn't even look like they should be friends. They were so random, like this group, but they were really good friends, and then we ended up like seeing them almost every day. And like just chilling with them and just like.
I love when you make holiday friends.
And it was literally just friends. It was really nice.
Do you think there's a difference between meeting in the club and meeting in a festival?
No.
I think there is.
What?
Because the festival's more long term.
Excuse me?
It's a bit like Love Island.
I mean, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I see where you're going with this. Yeah, because you see someone one day,
exactly.
Then you see them again.
You
the
see
next
them
day,
without your
basically
makeup.
friends.
Sometimes you see them this. You see that. Okay.
But yeah, but I know what you mean. Because then the next time you see them, you're basically friends. Whereas when you see them in the club, it's just.
And I feel like because like, in a festival, it's not like what kind of festival you were like. But you can't like dance. I mean, you can't exactly move to someone and like get with them. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, but in a club,
you can. I think you can more in a festival. Because in a festival, you got beds there.
Then you've like, what? No, but then you've like paid to see like these acts, and instead you're just
in a
off
festival.
with John.
I mean, this festival isn't like wireless.
There weren't many Johns at that festival, were there?
Not really. There was this little ginger boy though who just, I don't know who his friends were.
He
honestly looked about 11 years old and he knew every single grime song. It's definitely not like wireless though.
Okay.
It's like,
it's a long time.
It almost becomes a lifestyle.
It's Love Island. It's much like Love Island.
Yeah.
Okay,
because there was like a day event which was like 4 till 8, and then there was a night event which was 11 till 6. And in the day, people are meeting up with people they met yesterday, and then should we go together? Like it becomes your life.
That's what I mean. And do you know what? Out of every single festival, the only one I've ever wanted to go to has been Fresh Island.
I swear.
Yeah. Knowing that you've gone now, how do you think I would cope with this? Is a good question. Knowing me how you do, aka not drinking. No, don't laugh because I'm actually
not laughing.
Fun. Not drinking. Likes to break it down sometimes. Likes the music, knows all the words, and likes to get up at a reasonable hour.
As long as you go with the right people and you make it whatever you want to make it.
You would be okay for the first 2 days, and I think you might have enough.
Yeah.
And I don't think that like
it's time to go.
I don't feel like you would be able to do the pre-parties and the after parties and the in-between parties. I feel like you would probably.
Get bored of it after
I feel like you would probably pick an event a day. You wouldn't go to the day party and the night party. I think you'd be like, I'm off snorkeling, or you'd be like, I'm going to check out the mountains, and everyone else is at like the pool party shaking their ass.
Yeah.
It's like I said, the night event's like 11 till 6.
I'd have a nap. Have to have a nap.
Yeah, you'd have a nap, but I don't think you'd be there 11 till 6. I feel like you would get there 11 and want to be out by 1.
I think I'd get there at 1, be out by 4.
Really? But the good acts don't come on till 2.
That's what I'm saying. That's a sweet spot. 1, arrive at 1, out by 4.
And the good acts don't come on until 2. So 2 till 6 is when it's popping.
Okay. Well, I'll get some of that, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think you'd be able to do 5 days. No way.
Do you feel like drink is a huge need? Like, you have to drink to be there and enjoy it fully?
But isn't that just the same as anywhere?
No.
If you have fun.
I don't, because one half of one of the days.
Oh, you're really speaking from a
For
very
5
informed
minutes.
point of view.
2 minutes I first arrived.
On the, I can't remember what day it was.
On the train, on the way to the party, where we're not allowed to drink.
I think it was the second day. We went to like 3 events. We went to a boat party, day party, and a night party. And for the boat party and the day party, we didn't drink much.
Oh my god! All right, cool.
So yeah, I do. No, honestly, I do think you'd be able to go and enjoy, because even when I say I wasn't drinking that much, when I was drinking, like it was more like drinking before you go out, and then the drinks in there are hell expensive.
That's
you know?
that's like any. That's what I hate about
the currency exchange was like pretty good, but the drinks are just unnecessarily expensive, and like the portions are just. And you're thirsty as well. It's not even like you're just drinking to like water was like £3.70.
Oh my
Jeez.
god, that I would die. Because you know how much
Yeah.
fucking
And
water
it's
I
only
drink.
500 ml.
And I feel like it depends, like, if you mind being around loads of drunk people or not, or if you can, like, do you know what I mean, get on the wave. Even
See,
though
this
you're
is
not
an
drinking.
interesting
If you don't
one.
mind
I
it,
didn't
it's
really
fine.
see like many sloppy drunk people.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that ruins your experience if you're going to be
Yeah,
floppy.
I didn't
Yeah,
really.
for sure.
I expected to see way more. I didn't.
I wouldn't,
But
because
I feel like the alcohol's not that.
I bet they
Pop out
water
there.
it down to,
Yeah,
like,
they have
make
to.
you get more in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I think they do.
yeah, but I just feel like people drink in those kind of situations or any kind of situation for the confidence boost because it is anxiety
Yeah, a lot of
provoking.
times social anxiety.
You're basically naked, which is a big one for a lot of people
Mm.
who aren't like that in London, for example.
Mm-mm-mm.
Then you're going to an environment where you're going to be looked at, your whole body's going to be looked at. Then there's people you don't know, there's people you do know, which is even worse. And you're hot, like you're going to want to have a drink to just take the edge off a little bit, do you know what I mean? But it's not a necessity for the whole thing, hence why I feel like I could actually survive in that kind of environment
Yeah,
for that
yeah,
reason.
yeah. I think you
Less
could.
so than clubbing in London.
Yeah, because it's yeah. When you go out to a club in London, you get ready, you do your
Whole
makeup,
event.
you get dressed, you get there, and you've got that moment to just like
Shine.
Yeah.
shine, and then you need to enjoy that night, and then it's home to bed. Whereas in Croatia, like it's alright if I don't get drunk at this pool party. I still got to survive until tonight
That's
and
what
last
I'm
till
saying.
tonight.
Mm.
So people maybe weren't drinking so much in the day, so that they could like go out in the night, or they were drinking in the day and not going out in the night. I don't know. But like I said as well, the alcohol just wasn't that strong anyway. But yeah, I had a great time. But I did have a fantastic time, and I would definitely go again. I would go again.
If we
Even though like we missed one night, I don't know if you guys seen the blazing flipping forest
Yeah.
fire. We
That was
missed
mad.
time. Oh, and Chris Brown popped up at the party.
Yeah, is
Oh
that real?
my god, you need to tell
Real?
this
Oh,
and explain
wow,
it to our
okay.
viewers like, properly, exactly what happened.
Okay,
Our
so
listeners and our viewers.
listeners and
And I need to hear it in real life.
Right,
Real
so
detail.
I have this thing, yeah, whenever somebody's doing something, I will go like if somebody's like strutting like a model, I'll be like, oh, sorry, Naomi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just do it, I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
So
Does me all the time.
some guy was popping and locking like in the middle of the club. So he was on the ground, and then there's like one set of stairs and then like a little landing.
Yeah.
That's where we were. And I was looking, and I seen some guy popping and locking, and I was like, sorry, Chris Brown.
You're joking.
Oh,
swear to
fuck
God.
right
I
off.
swear
Are
to
you?
God.
Come
I
on.
swear to God. I swear to God.
Oh.
I was like, sorry, Chris Brown. And then I was like, and then I squinted. I was like, wait, why does he actually look like Chris Brown as well? And then I was like, it is Chris Brown.
Oh,
And then I
Did
was
you
like,
tell everyone?
that my cousins could hear me.
No, but was it you that got everyone attention to it?
Well, I think as I said it, we started walking down, and then people were like looking, and then people started gathering towards him, and then he like sort of like hop, skipped, and leaped over to the other end of the club, and then he started dancing again. Like everybody look at me, and then everyone started rushing over. Or I say everyone on this side of the club because people over there weren't aware. That started rushing over to him, and then he literally ran up the stairs and ran out.
Oh my god.
Is it right?
I don't, but because obviously
That's
Tiger was on that
mad.
night.
Oh,
was supposed
then,
to
yeah.
be, we feel like he was probably going to pop up at the show.
Yeah,
Which would've
but
been
why
lit.
go into the crowd and dance?
Yeah, he couldn't.
He's
Do
an
you know what I mean?
attention
He was
seeker,
trying to
isn't
get
he?
seen, clearly.
Yeah.
You know, he wouldn't be like popping and locking at that.
And he had like a cap on, and he's got his ears multiple pierced, isn't it? And a nose ring.
He does
Yeah.
have a nose ring.
So that's how I know. But then he had like a bandana that he kept like putting over his mouth when he was like dancing. But then he dropped it, and then he does this cheesy grin, like and shows all 36 teeth.
Oh.
It was Chris Brown.
I mean, I
It was
can't lie,
definitely
I would have
Chris Brown.
fainted there and then.
I was-
like,
I
Really?
was definitely- I
Is
was
breezy
definitely
still a thing for
shaking.
you?
No, but just
As
the
in-
fact that he's not supposed to be here and he's this close to me in proximity, popping and locking.
He's definitely a thing for me, but like knowing what he done to Rihanna
That's
and
what I'm
everything,
saying.
obviously
That's the last
it's
I
not.
even heard
But
of
like
him.
you know, the love
Do you know
still lies
what?
deep.
I
don't-
knew you were going to say this.
I don't want to get into it, but
That's Riri's business.
no. Obviously, it's bad and you should not hit a woman, especially not
Ever.
to that point. But I don't believe he just lashed out on her for no reason.
I definitely
No,
think
there's
she
nothing
made
she
it
could've
worse.
said.
I definitely
Like,
think she
I
made it
know
worse.
how women can be.
I
And,
definitely
have you
think she
seen
put
this
makeup on to make
Have
it
you seen
worse,
this
for sure.
documentary?
No. I don't care about Chris Brown like
No,
that.
exactly. So I watched a documentary and like she was like onto him in that car as well. Like she like.
It was
like,
in a
he
car.
could-
I didn't-
Yeah, it was in the
Yeah,
car.
he
It
pushed
was
her
in the
up and then
car.
he was... Yeah, it's not funny.
And she was like gripping him up, hitting him, scratching him, shouting at him, saying all different types of things. Obviously, in a car, you can do more damage than you can out on the street because you're closer. Like, I'm not saying anything. I don't want to really say too much, but
In case they hear.
a couple of those bruises could have been on accident.
Okay, I would
Just
say
say
that.
it.
I'm gonna say that I think that she definitely
But
had
I don't
a
think it
publicist
deserves right
who
anymore.
made it worse with makeup.
For sure. And
That's
he's
all I'll
like
say.
been to jail, done his time, and he's
Yeah.
apologised. He did a whole documentary.
Okay, and what about
explaining
him moving mad with Karuchi?
He didn't beat her up. He just moved mad. What? Sorry, guys move mad out here for free.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
And it's not okay.
And yeah, but nobody's like writing.
I do.
Yeah, I don't
I write
rate
them
him
off all
like
the
that.
time.
As in, I don't rate him like that. Like, if there was a chance for me to be with Chris Brown, I wouldn't be with him because I know what he's like.
Yeah,
but as
you
in,
would.
when I see him,
Yeah, you would.
no, no,
Shut
I
up,
wouldn't.
Kedeisha.
Would
So
you?
would you. So would you.
I would
Mel.
never. I don't
Why
even
would
like
you?
him.
No.
She's just being a silly bugger.
I'm not.
But if I saw him in the car, I'd be like, oh my god, like, I would die.
Yeah, but why? If you
Because he's, because I've never seen no one famous.
Listen, I'm
He's
calling
popping
him
and
and
locking.
I'm gonna ring him and tell
You
him you're
have
not
seen
slandering
someone
him.
famous. She was in an Endaz video.
Oh, they weren't there though. They were.
Oh my god.
That's even more embarrassing.
They
than the
wasn't
fact that you-
there.
That's even worse.
Oh
But
my.
there was like
Yes,
Akai. I don't know if you
just
remember the little
stop
dancer
doing
from the
this.
It's got
Wings.
talent.
Yeah, and
Why
like.
are we doing this? Let us stop now, please.
Wow. She said there wasn't there, but Akai was.
I look. This is. Anybody got a funny festival story? I'll go first because you've just had a
I
lot
actually
of time.
do.
Yeah, good. You just had a lot of time, so I'll go first. I was at the only festival I've ever been to.
I was about to say, like,
Yeah.
where?
Which is called Parklife in Manchester.
Hey.
Manny 0161.
Yep.
And yeah, these were my wild days. And I would literally back vodka on a mad thing. And I've hid the vodka in my dungarees, like the big bottle, in my dungarees, so I look pregnant.
How did you do that?
Because they're not trying to touch a
Jeez,
girl,
you're
are
like
they?
one extreme to another.
No,
You're
and
like
that's what I'm saying. Literally,
smuggling
it was. Well, you're not allowed to take it in, so obviously everyone was doing it. But people were just putting like bloody pills up their vagina and stuff. I wasn't going that
alright.
far. Just a bit of body. So vodka in my dungarees. Just had my belly done like bar pierced. I was hitting that, and it was like, oh my god, I definitely don't want this to get infected. But I'm still stupid and 17.
Well, if the vodka leaks on it, it'll cleanse it out.
Yeah, 17 as well. Going and drinking, and obviously the only reason I went was because there was a couple urban artists playing as well, so I would know some songs. And Wretch 32 was playing. Who's the ones who goes white noise?
Oh, I don't know what they're called. Sigala or something, or Diplo, or like I don't know.
White noise.
Yeah.
Bandit.
No.
Clean Bandit, yeah, is that
No.
it?
I
Alright.
got no idea.
Anyway, a couple of them man were playing, and Wretch, so it was it was enough of a crossover for me. Anyway, the club, the party starts. We're there for 3 days, so the party starts at like 11 a.m. People get there from, and it's all the way till like 3 a.m. So you've got to survive the whole thing, obviously, because what did you pay for? Especially me, you know how I am. So I was definitely staying for the whole thing. First day, I literally finished the whole bottle. We arrived at 12, and
Oh
I
my
finished the
God.
whole bottle by 2.
One of those big ones
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. No, like a big, I don't know if it was a
You
litre or
finished it
500 ml.
yourself.
To myself,
What?
and passed out.
I'm not surprised. What
On
the
the
fuck
floor
are you playing at?
and looked dead. Like, it was so bad. I've seen my friend who was a snake took pictures and filmed it, and I saw pictures and I actually did look dead, and I was like, oh my. People, I didn't know any of this, but paramedics came, people were around me, everything.
Oh.
But they just it's a festival. Everyone's off their nut. Like
Are
a
you
girl
trying
on
to-
vodka.
Are you trying to justify? you
No,
almost
I'm
dying?
not. But I'm just saying to the paramedics, that's why they didn't think it was that deep. Because
Oh yeah,
there's
yeah,
a girl
they see it every 5
on the
minutes.
vodka, whereas over there, someone's literally almost dying of ecstasy. So
Yeah.
I think this isn't that bad. But either way, it was very, very mental. Later on that day, we couldn't get back. So I've sobered up now because I'm like, fucking hell, I'm not going there again. Couldn't get back, and there were 3 gigs happening that night. So we walked from one side of Manchester, literally side, to another. It's not the same as walking from here to Barnet. The man thing, it was that far.
Jeez.
And I was with my friend, one of them who was
Why didn't you
like
get a
down and out
taxi?
with me, because there was because there's 3 gigs. So every single taxi that came, no one was stopping, and there was hordes. It was like carnival, but more scary because it was Manchester as well. And I just felt like racism was rife too, because I think like after everyone's had a drink, I always get scared as well. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm so petrified. And I was scared, and my friend was having a go at me as if it was my fault, complaining about her knees. The other one was like very princessy. She's like, why are we walking? Like, I can't even do it. And we were literally, I'm not even exaggerating, at the point where we were about to sleep on the bench because you can't get home. And then just in the nick of time, a taxi came and took us home.
Oh my god.
Shit.
That sounds horrible.
That is why I don't party anymore.
I've got too many stories like that, so you go
What?
Jade.
No, but they have to be festival specific. So you can have a minute. Off we go.
Well, I have actually been to a few festivals. I think I started quite young. I used to go like wireless and stuff like that. I don't know if that counts. But then I went to, the first proper festival I went to, I think it was like when I just turned 18 maybe, or like maybe younger, I don't know. I went to V-Fest. And so it's a proper like all weekend thing. Like my friend
10?
convinced me,
10.
Yeah, so we had a 10. Yeah,
It's always where I'm off.
And yeah, I was like, I didn't really want to go. My friend convinced me, and I was like, all right, fine. Like, it's a £300 ticket. But I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, let me do it. Like, okay. So we went there. I didn't really know who was playing, but my friend, she just convinced me. And I was like, anyways, we get there, and you can't bring any like drinks into the fucking place. So I'm like thirsty.
Why was I smuggling it down my infected belly button?
No, like, I swear, I don't know if I got it wrong, but like, we didn't think that we could bring in water, and I was literally like, it was so hot.
Yeah.
I was dying, and it's like a long walk from like my tent to the place where there's like whatever, so I couldn't just keep coming back getting a quick drink. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, I have my money, and my friend tells me that she's lost her money, like she forgot her money, like she doesn't have any. So now I've got the little bit of money that I have.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, you know how it goes. I am robbed every fucking day. But anyways, and like she's telling me like, oh, I don't have any money. I'm like, well, like, what do you mean? Like, you didn't think of this before we fucking arrived? Like,
Exactly.
I understand what you're saying. And like, I had brought like some food, like some bread and some like, we bought some stuff from the shop, like to have our food in it, because we know that a whole weekend here, the food they're gonna bump us. She doesn't have any, so like I gave some of her like my food. I'm like trying to pay. Like, obviously, I didn't have a credit card back in these days. I don't know. I was really young. I only had cash that I had gotten from my parents, and I had to share this between the two of us for a whole weekend. I swear, I was so like, and
But
I just couldn't.
Back, she bought a Louis Vuitton bag.
I bet. And like, I remember it being just, I don't even remember any of the acts. I just remember being like tired, like thirsty, thinking, why am I here? Like, I couldn't afford to get anything because I had to share this money with her. And then I remember like trying to sleep, and it was so loud. People trying to piss on your tent and like shouting. Like, people don't sleep like all night. Like, people do not sleep. I don't understand how people work. Like, how do you survive? Yeah, but for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why they save up, they're getting excited, they live their 9 to 5 lives, they do whatever, and then V-Fest is coming!
And then that's it. And then we moved our tent to the quiet area, and we were like taking our tent, like walking in, and everyone was like,
oh. Yeah, that is just embarrassing.
So yeah, that's my festival life, but then I didn't go. Yeah, I went. There was a shower there, and I went into the shower. So I was literally, I have to have a shower. I don't understand how people can go without.
Wipes.
I really don't get it.
Wipes.
Oh hell no.
I know.
And then
this is what I mean.
I went to one last year. What was it?
You only had one story.
No, but this one is
go
good
on
one.
then.
This one. Alright, we went last year. I can't remember what it was called. It was like a one-day one. And I went with my friends who were like taking drugs and stuff. And I just didn't drink. I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to do anything. Like, I just was like enjoying it. But it was the fact that they thought that I was so weird and must not be having a good time because I'm not drunk or not having anything. I was like, I'm having like a great time. Like, don't worry about me. Like, I'm probably having the most fun here. Like, I'm fine. But like, I feel like it's weird that people think that you just can't have a good time without it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they almost felt uncomfortable because I wasn't having it, as if like maybe that I was judging them, but like honestly I don't care.
But this is like, you know, just a second ago when you said about that we were talking about drinking in Fresh Island, and then you said it depends how you feel being the one who's sober among drunk people. That's the thing for me. It is that other people, they don't like it, and they're like, "Are you trying to have a little bit? Like, are you not gonna have a little bit?"
Yeah, someone was saying to me that old line the other day, "Don't be boring."
Yeah,
I was like,
all of that, because it makes them. I don't know if it makes them feel like you're judging them, or it just makes them. They might think I couldn't survive tonight without a drink, so how can you?
Yeah.
So you must be lying.
When I try and force feed people that aren't drinking drink, which I do often, I'm not doing it because I think that you're bored. I just want you to drink. Like,
why? Because you think I'll have a better time with it?
Not necessarily.
Then why?
I don't know. I think it's just a habit.
Maybe
Because I could probably, I can go out and not drink. I've done it before, and I still have a good time. But I just feel like there is moments when the people who aren't drinking will go still. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So imagine if everyone that's drinking is like constantly rocking and looking like they're vibing. When you're not drinking, you will, when like for example, when they change the song and the DJ stops, you will stop.
Mm.
Whereas when you've been drinking a little bit, you don't stop. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's only in those moments that the people that are drinking will notice these things. Do you know what I mean? But obviously when the song's on and everyone's doing power, you don't know about me, nobody notices.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all those drinkers out there who have non-drinkers, don't worry about those little minutes because we're all packed, we're fine. For us, we don't notice that, so just wait for the next song. Honestly, I'm good.
And it was interesting because I was with my friend the other day and like we were all out and like two of them drinking and two of us weren't. Because like me and my friend, like we get crazy, like we would have fun and be silly and laugh. Like we don't need the drink, it's fine. So, but then at the end, like one of my friends, I know that he gets really, really, really drunk all the time. So like really bad, and he was trying to do that whole like, oh come on, like have a drink, don't be boring, like what are you doing? And then in the end he was kind of like, oh you know, like I'm sorry that like I pressured you. I think I just drink a lot because like I need to have a drink in my hand because I have such social anxiety. So like I'm sorry if I pressured you. Do you know what I mean? I thought that was really, and it's true. I feel like for a lot of people that is the case.
100%,
like that was it for me when I first joined uni. Like I started drinking more because I was so scared and like nervous and everything, and that's what made me realise I actually don't need it because like the way I am when I'm drunk, I could just do that when I'm sober. Why don't I just do that without it?
Yeah.
So that actually made me more
need
confident.
To drink, but it does make everything a little bit more fun.
Yeah, but then why are you going somewhere that you don't have fun?
No.
I feel like the past few times I've been out, I've had more fun without. Yeah. Like, which I've been really like surprised by. Like, I was really like, oh, like I've had more fun on these nights where I haven't drunk than times
That's
where
probably
I'm drunk.
because you're laughing at other people that are drunk.
No, I don't even notice people that are drunk.
I feel like you enjoy it more because you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like for me,
I think it's because when I drink, I always know what's going on. I'm the type of person where everyone's like, what happened then? I don't remember. I remember everything, every minute of everything that happened. And I'm the type of person as well that no matter how much I've drank, when it's time and I need to, I can sober up just like that. Because I've just always had to be like the responsible one of the group. If we, from young and was going out, everyone's probably getting picked up by someone. I'm going home to my own house to live by myself, so I need to be aware and alert.
Yes.
So I've just always been able to just sober up as and when I need to. So when I'm drinking, I don't usually feel like that because I can not, you know what I mean? I cannot drink and enjoy.
Yeah.
Festivals and parties with your partner.
Oh,
Why not? Why not? I think it's good.
Because you might want to have fun and get loose. Not speaking about myself.
What do you mean, going with your partner?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like,
with like with you.
Yeah, I think that's good. Then you have someone to wind up on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think going out with the one that
look at her face.
Going out with like the guy that you're dating or with is
good.
The absolute best. Like it can be better than going out with your friends.
Yeah.
I think it's so good because number one, your drink's covered. Number two, your ride home is covered.
Oh my god.
And number three, you don't have to worry about any dusty, pervy boys breathing down your neck because you've got your bodyguard.
This is
like if you did want to flirt and do whatever, you've got your man there to do it with.
Yeah.
And I just feel like any guy that I'm usually seeing or with, like we're on the same wave. So like if a song comes on, like we always usually have like music in common.
Yeah.
So if a song comes on and we both know it's a banger, like it's just such a good time. So I think it's lit. And I would there was a couple of couples in Croatia.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my boyfriend would never go, unfortunately.
I would definitely
Really?
I would definitely go Croatia with a boyfriend.
I would love to, but he won't have it.
With a boyfriend though, not someone I'm seeing.
I'm not. He is my boyfriend.
No, I'm saying I just clearing it out for me.
Okay. Anyway, so where I stand on that, going out with your partner, I'm very here for it because I do enjoy it. And like we said, the bodyguard thing, I can wear what I want without anyone looking at me because they'll punch them up. And literally as well, like I just feel safer in general.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise how unsafe I must have previously felt until I go out sometimes without it and I'm like, oh fucking hell, I feel like I've like forgot something constantly and I'm always looking over my shoulder. I'm always like, oh, and I'll even think twice about what I'm gonna wear because I'm scared that like something's gonna happen. I'm just not because like he's told me to do that or anything, but I just know I'm fully comfortable when I'm with him. I could wear a bikini, but now that he's not by my side, I'm a bit like, oh fuck. So that's the one thing. Also, it's nice like you can do flirting and all that in the club and whatever. But there is a thing as well where it's like it can be. Like it
can go terribly wrong.
Yeah, not even that for me. Like we've always been cool in terms of like we never fought or anything on a night out, which I know some couples do.
Not necessarily you, but you just might get into an
Yes,
altercation with
that's
somebody
happened.
else and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
calm him down.
Yeah,
Like, I've
exactly.
been out with somebody and then on the way home, the road rage that they got, mood killer. Like, I thought we was going to go to jail, both of us like that.
Yeah. And for me as well, it's like the whole, you know, when another boy looks at you and he's like, what? And you're just like,
Oh,
don't
I
start
can't.
Because they
this
get
now.
too, that's
Ego
God's sake.
and
Drinking.
drinking,
That's just-
yeah,
yeah.
all of that, and I hate that shit. Because like when you're not in a relationship, it's like really like, oh, it so he cares, it's sexy when he gets a bit angry.
No,
Then
it's
when you're
not.
in it, you're like, this is actually so annoying. Like, stop now. It's just.
If you've been in it, you know. Then
Yeah.
you get single and you're like, this isn't cute.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, completely. And also, it's about your enjoyment. Like, for me, because I don't enjoy going out, and he does, it's hard because obviously I want to be there. So at the beginning of our relationship, we compromise
and
a
you
lot
think
and
you can do Fresh
all of
Island?
that. Yeah, I don't like going out unless I know there's going to be constant bangers the whole time and there's not going to be pressure
It
on me
was
to
a lot
drink,
of repetitive music.
which I don't mind. But as long as they're good music. But for me, the kind of places, when you go to a club, it's hit and miss. There's always going to be shit songs for a while. You have to drink to enjoy it, which I don't want to do. So
I hate them nights where you have to drink to enjoy it.
exactly, and
And
that, I
they're
just
not
feel
fun.
like that's all in London. I'm sorry, but I don't really feel of any
A lot
other
of the
places.
nights out is-
Hence why I don't like going out around here. In this,
I feel like
country.
I've started to. That's how what I thought as well. But I've started to find places now where I'm like, I literally don't need a drink. This is so much fun. Like, you know, Lighthouse in Shoreditch. We had a good time in
Yes, we
there.
did.
Constant bangers. Love it. That's my go-to place if I just need somewhere to just like have the
Yeah.
tunes and
Yeah,
have
yeah,
a
yeah,
dance.
it's true.
It's jokes.
It's true.
Also, I went to karaoke the other day. The fucking best time ever.
Yeah,
It was
that is
hilarious.
we should go.
It was so.
Okay, let's
funny.
definitely do that because I loved it. Why did you get upset when I like to make plans? Every time I'm like, oh, that's really good. She's like, oh. Honestly, I'm gonna
Oh
stop.
my
I'm actually gonna
God.
stop. And do you know what's so sad? You'll see
know-
me
no,
there,
'cause
and
do
you'll
you know
mention it,
what?
and you'll be like, oh, nice, look like you're having fun, and I am. I am. Me and Jade went to an outdoor cinema.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Well,
you
yeah,
cows.
right. We asked
No,
you.
you didn't actually, because I wasn't
Okay,
here.
yeah, well, we could have, and I know you would have rolled your eyes.
I might not have.
I'm not living on that.
It's just because, yeah, like we could literally say like, let's brush our teeth. We'd be like, yeah, we need to brush our teeth. Let's do it. Come on, guys. No, I'm serious. We really need to brush our teeth. and then,
That's how
and
shit
then
gets
it'll
done.
be- and then it'll be something else in the next sentence. You're like, yeah, we need to do that too. And I'm like, bruv, I just need to take a nap. Like, you literally want to do everything that we mentioned. I love it, but I'm just tired. I'm an old lady.
Fair enough.
And we can't do everything. My bank account says no.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
fair
that
enough.
might
But you do, she does want to do everything.
I do, you're right.
She's
you
like
should.
holiday, ice
Yeah.
skating,
You want to do like
archery,
holiday as well.
horse riding, swimming with pigs. She wants to do it all.
You do want to do holiday as well.
We're going on
We're
holiday.
serious
We're
about
for
that.
sure going
And
on
I'm talking
holiday.
to you, Jade.
Alright.
See?
We're for sure going on holiday. That one for sure.
Good.
But like, what was even just talking about? What did you just want to do?
Karaoke, because she said
Oh,
she's
yeah.
had a fun
No,
night
karaoke. Yeah, that does sound fun.
Yeah, what was the other places you've had that are fun?
Let me think. I mean, obviously the rooftop
Day
cinemas.
parties are the one, you know.
I want to go pitch Sundays. That looks
Yeah.
really
That
good. I
does
reckon
look
we would
good.
have
And there's
fun.
another one, DLT something.
It's like a Sunday party, but it's like
Yeah.
they just have good tunes and there's
Yeah.
like a
There's a
cinema
lot of good
there.
Sunday
There's like
things.
food there. It's like a vibe.
Okay, and barbecues.
Barbecues.
Yeah.
Why is Maya staring at you?
Because I keep thinking
Just
about...
look at me.
Because that's
like,
another
are
thing
you
she
gonna
bloody
do
wants
it?
to do.
I do. You're right. Yeah, so for me as well, that's the thing. Because I feel like he wants to go out for the social aspect because his friends are going out. So he wants to go out to see them, and where they are going is dead. So I'm just like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if it's
And that
dead.
puts me
Oh
off, yeah.
God.
Because I remember one time, me and my cousin, we ended up in somewhere like in Essex with these two. She was like, we're going out with these two guys, yeah? And I was like, okay, we must. And then I was like, where are we going? She's like, I can't remember the place. Bruv, we were driving for time. We were driving for ages. We live in Croydon. We were driving for ages. And then we finally pulled up and was like, like, if I was to get stranded here right now, I just don't even know what's going to happen. So then it was in, I can't remember the exact place, but it was in Essex somewhere. And it was like, imagine somewhere that Towie goes, the people from Towie go. And we was
Sugar
like,
Hut.
worse. More whiter. than
Faces.
that. I don't know what that
Okay.
is. But yeah, it was like proper
Essex.
white.
Heard of it,
And it was
really.
like, just imagine all like Ministry of Sound soundtrack playing.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. But we had the best night.
Oh.
We got drunk and we just
Yeah, I
was
feel like when it's like that,
dancing
you
with
do
each
have to
other.
drink.
Like, yeah, that was one night we had to drink. Cause
If it's just a shit night, yeah. If it's
I
like
ended up
music's
having a
bad.
dance battle with some ginger guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then by the time, like, it was all fun and games until, like, we was leaving. It was like, so can I get your number? I said, no.
Oh.
Just if we were sober, that night would have not been it. And if I wasn't with her, that night would have not been it. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it depends on the company you're with as well.
100%.
I
Yeah, that's true.
I agree. What do you think? You've said it as well. You think you should be like going out with your partner or something.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think that, as long as they're, I feel like that's a good way to see if they're too much as well, because if they start like getting annoyed at other people, like that's the issue that they need to sort out themselves real quick, because that's gonna come out another way otherwise. So
Very good.
that's a good.
My uncle
so
and
I think
Esther,
it's good.
him and his girlfriend, they always go out together, and I've always admired it. They've been together for like over 10 years, and they're still quite young. I think they got together when they was like 18 or something silly. But yeah, they always go out together, and they just have the best time like together. And it's never like a thing, because they'll go out together, but they go out also with their friends.
Yeah.
So they'll go out together, separate, find each other again, get each other a drink, separate, meet up again, dance together and it's cute because I've third wheeled with them many a times.
Well, that's good.
That's
then.
ideal,
I think,
that's
you know when you
ideal.
like go out with a couple and it's just
Yeah,
too
yeah.
much, but like that's nice if it's like.
Yeah, because I'll like disappear with him 1 minute and then I'll come back and I'll disappear with her 1 minute and they're just the best. They are.
That brings us nicely onto some do's and don'ts of being with a partner in general. I know this is very, very, very broad, so we should try and.
Yeah, so this brings
I
me to
really
my
wanted to go into
question.
detail on this.
Okay, we can
Alright.
start talking.
I mean, I was just
Talk
gonna
fast.
say, like, do you think like whining on someone else, like when you're in the club if you're in a relationship, like, is that cheating? Because I feel like that's
I
something
think
that a
it
lot of
is.
people would say no, and then some people would say yes.
I think it is. Why are you smiling?
So you think sending a letter by carrier pigeons cheating?
It is.
It's all about intention.
Yeah, it's not
It
about
is
that
about
for me. It's
intention,
about
yeah.
the disrespect. That's
No,
what I
yeah.
always say. It's not the act that it's like my feelings or whatever. It's the fact that you've let another girl or another person feel that they are my level.
I think it depends on the level of dancing as well, because I love a dance battle, you know.
Yeah, but that doesn't have to be touching each other.
No, it
That's what I'm
doesn't.
saying, and that's
No, no,
fine.
That's what I mean.
That's
like,
not whining.
No, okay, fair enough. But like, and some people will say like, you can go out and do what you want when you're in the club, as in like dance wise, but let that be all. Do you know what I mean? I think that happens. People
Yeah, it
say
does,
that
it does,
because
I
they're
know,
like,
I
it's
know.
just a dance.
Even on
And also, in saying that, they say it because they also want the go ahead.
yeah, they want the pass too.
Yeah, but I feel like that only gets okayed when you're both flipping raveaholics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if you're not out every weekend, knowing that
It's
you
not
can't-
okay
you
for
can't
me if
two-step
I'm
by
at home.
yourself.
Yeah.
then it becomes an issue.
Yeah, I agree. And even like Belle said in Love Island,
She's a joker.
when she, don't you think sometimes she gets a bit feisty and you
She's
can
hella
imagine?
aggressive. She looks like she's
Raw.
gonna thump him up.
That's what I mean, and I'm here for it. When she was like, I'm not being funny, but if you think your fella don't go out on the weekend and he's not having banter, then you're stupid. And I
Yeah.
wonder, are you saying that because you want to be like, oh, I already know what he does,
Yeah.
so it makes it okay?
Yeah.
That's
You
what it
want to be.
sounded like.
There's this whole thing. I read this book Gone Girl, right? Have you guys read it?
I've
And
seen
there's
it.
one
watched
part
the
where they
movie.
talk about the cool girl, right?
Yeah.
And it's like the girl that wants to be the one that
Pizza,
gets with
the
the
beer,
guys. Yeah, I feel like that's her.
chills.
That's what she's doing.
That's one of my
Yeah,
favorite
you know,
movies.
girls like trying to act like she's got the man's perspective. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
these dumbass girls, like, what are you thinking?
Getting
When
all upset
really,
about it.
then her man goes and does it. She's like, oh shit, or like.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
I'm
I
getting
often
confused
refer
with.
to
I'm
that
getting
movie.
confused with. I'm getting confused with Gone Girl and Girl on the Train.
I know.
I need to watch
also
Gone
a
Girl.
sick movie.
Is Gone Girl on Netty?
Oh yeah,
Okay, I'll watch
Is it?
Maybe tonight.
Yeah.
I might watch it tonight.
it's not as good as the book.
Oh my
like,
god, I
anything
watched
near.
Simple Favour.
Don't know what that
Brilliant.
is, but we're not talking about that
My
right
bad.
now.
You do another do or don't.
Okay, so is it okay to book a holiday without consulting your partner first?
Oh,
Depends
this
how
is
far
quite
on
good.
you are in the relationship
Yeah.
because my boyfriend always quotes back to a time where I booked a holiday and didn't tell him about it, and I've done that multiple times at the beginning of our relationship, and now you're so like
You
in each
talk
other's
all
lives
the
that
time
you
that
couldn't
why would
not
you not
come up.
say it? Yeah.
Even in the stages of thinking about it, you're voicing
Yeah.
in that, so it will just come up naturally. And if you and if in this stage if we didn't come up, then it's because you're trying to hide something. Or
Yeah.
you know that I'm gonna even his last holiday because he knows I hate him going on holiday.
Because
He didn't
I
tell me
watched
today.
a movie recently called Midsummer.
I'm gonna go watch it tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's very graphic.
Um,
And
Is it
the
scary?
boyfriend is trying to break up with the girlfriend, but like her sister kills herself and the parents.
Jeez.
Not spoiler, sorry, but
go on.
so
Don't
basically
hate for that.
she loses her family,
Okay.
and so he can't break up with her.
Of course.
And then he's like spending more time with her, like because she's been sad. And then he's like, I'm going to a house party for a bit. I'm just gonna go for a bit. She's like, I'll come. And then she comes, And then somebody asked him and his friends, so what's the plan for this summer? And one of the friends is like, yeah, we're going to Sweden in 2 weeks. And then she's like, what? And then it was like really awkward. And then they got home, and then he just went and sat on the sofa, and he's like stretching, like, oh, a long day. And she's like,
you must have lost your mind.
What happened? Like, I just find it funny that you didn't tell me about Sweden. And he's like, oh, it's no big deal. Like, I mentioned to you that I wanted to go. She was like, yeah, you mentioned that you wanted to go.
Trust me.
But you didn't
What
tell me
happened after that?
you didn't tell me you're going in 2 weeks.
That's so mad.
That's why I asked that, because she ended up going with them. Because he was like, oh, you can
You're
come
ruining
if
the
you
whole
want.
film for me.
I'm not. That's
Literally,
nothing
every
to do with the
step of
movie.
the
That's like the first 10 minutes.
Okay,
That's nothing to do with the movie.
Literally, she's told us about the mum, the this, the
That's nothing to do with the
Oh,
movie.
good. I hope
Yeah,
so.
no. Yeah, so
Right,
that's why I
fine.
asked that question.
Yeah, it is definitely a don't.
How would you feel in that moment if you was her in
I'll
the
go
party?
mad.
In the party, or would you wait till home?
You'd see from the party I'm pissed off.
I'd be so
To the point where he's like, let's go. Because I'm literally there with a stiff face, like,
Oh,
what?
shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What, but do you not think that's mad?
What about like other things, like trying to think back to my own life?
Booking anything or not consulting me about something that's going to affect us both is an issue. And the reason a holiday is us both is because that is
Time away from you.
Yeah. There you go. This time that I've potentially, in my head, arranged to spend with you, and you're not even going to be here to do it. So what the fuck? I don't understand. I'm pretty similar to this in terms of making my own plans and not consulting my partner, because I don't think that's a biggie at all.
Mm-hmm.
But then he'll call me and be like, oh, do you want to go to blah, blah, blah tonight? And I'm like, oh, no, I can't. I've got blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, fuck's sake.
I think
you're
that's
always
good
busy,
though. I
always
think it's
this,
important to
always
have
that.
your own life.
I think it is, but that would piss me off. I'm such an over talker and oversharer, so like the second someone comes into my head, I'm sharing it with the guy I'm with. Like even if it's not even like happened yet, the moment it's an idea, I've spoken about it, and I'm talking about it all the way through to the point of execution, so he knows everything that's happening.
Yeah.
To my own fault, because sometimes I overshare and I'm like, how the fuck did you know about that? And you told me yesterday. I was like,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit of an overshare as well, but I feel like because I've been in a controlling relationship before, now I would kind of feel like I want to keep some stuff to myself. Like, what? I have to tell you everything I'm doing. Like, I have to tell you every 5 minutes.
Now I'm going against myself to try and be more secretive, which is just.
I
not
feel like
right.
there's a hard,
That's
there's
not you
definitely
at
a balance
all.
to be found.
It's not,
Yeah.
There is a balance.
Like, can't be
in
getting
doing
mad if I don't
it,
tell
not
you.
that I expect every people to be as open with me, but sometimes I do get a bit offended when I'm just like, I don't hide things from you, so what's happening? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm asking somebody something and they're being very surface level and very like shady about it.
Yeah, when
Like,
you've
if I
just
say,
told
"What
them
you
your
doing
life
this weekend?"
story.
You're like, I'm just
Yeah,
running
that's
some
mad.
errands. What the fuck is an errand?
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah.
But I would openly love for you to know and even probably attend whatever I'm doing, but you don't want to. So what can I do? No,
Oh.
my boyfriend. So what can I've even gone as far to merge in our calendars so you can see exactly what I'm doing, and you still ask me what am I doing today.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Then
That's
there's no
just that's
excuse.
just you don't care.
Oh my god.
Do or don't on talking about money and each other's finances.
If it needs to be spoken about, but otherwise, you know, if there's a problem or if there's something going on, but otherwise, why do you need to share it?
If you're in a relationship, do. For sure, do.
I feel like it can
We can say
sometimes.
talking. What do you mean?
Because you know what? Everyone, this will be our last one because then we've got to do shout outs and stuff. But it's food for thought. Everybody, no matter if you like it or not, has trauma attached to money in some kind of way. Whether you've had a lot of money and then you don't know what's life like without it, or you've had little and you don't know what it's like, whatever your situation is, money is a difficult one. So, if you are a person who spends money in a particular way and your partner isn't that person, doesn't mean you can't be together, but you're different, obviously. So, for example, I know that if I told my boyfriend I just won like $3,000 somewhere, and then he was like, oh, okay, cool. And then next time we go somewhere or whatever, I was like, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go there actually. And he'll be like, you've just got $3,000, why would you not want to blah, blah, blah,
Oh my
blah.
god, actually, you're right.
That would make me like, oh, but because we spend money differently. Do you know what I mean? Whereas he could get it and then he could go and spend it, and I'd be like, yeah, but you've just got that. Doesn't mean that you need to da 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 da. Do you know what I mean? So that was interesting because recently we had that conversation because I saw his savings and I was like, oh, fucking hell. And he was like, yeah, like we're partners. Like you should know what I do. You should like go on my iPad, transfer money if you need to, whatever. But I was like, about it because I'm scared that he's going to use that if he saw my money to be like, okay, this is what you need to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or pressure me.
Yeah,
But I thought that with everyone.
I think if
Because I'm a stingy
it
bitch.
depends. Like with the whole, if you just won $3,000, don't tell me how to spend my money. Like it's mine. Like if you know me well enough, you would know. Like I talk about winning the lottery every day anyway.
Trust me.
Yeah.
So I think anybody I'm with would know what I would do if I got £3,000, and it'd be a holiday, whoosh, and you'll probably be with me. So like they like it wouldn't be a question, but they would know. I don't know. I think it depends on the type of person you are, because if I was reckless and I just want £3,000, I would want them to talk.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But if you know how I am and how I am with money, and I manage my finances every day anyway by myself, I don't need you to then come in with your big mouth and tell me where I should and shouldn't spend that money. Do you know what I mean? But if it's something that concerns us both, like for example, if we was engaged and I've just won £3,000. Yes, you could say to me, do you want to put some of that towards the wedding? Yes, you could say that. Like it would go without saying, I would probably just want to do that anyway. But if like you're living in your house, I'm living in my house, I just want £3,000, keep quiet.
Yeah. I think that because in the past, times when like my partner knew like whatever money I had saved up or whatever, and then they would ask to like borrow money or like encourage me to like spend it recklessly because like I have it. I wouldn't want them to know my finances, but I would like to know somebody else's, because then I would like if I'm trying to, because I feel like if I'm trying to go out, like say for example if I did have money and like I'm trying to go out to all these places, I'm thinking about holidays or whatever, like I want to know, am I doing too much?
I at least need to know ballpark.
Definitely. I think that's something we can unanimously agree on.
I need to know ballpark.
Yeah, for sure. And you also need to, as you get closer, the thing that comes with time as well, because at the beginning I was like this about money, and now I've recently become. Eventually we will be, but it's a process, isn't it? And we've all got to unpick our shit, and we'll be happy one day. Shout outs.
This was fun. I am going to shout out Fresh Island Festival.
Very fitting.
Shock. Yeah, it was great. And not that I'm looking for free promo, free tickets, or free VIP, but shout me.
I would like to shout out. I'd like to shout out two things. One's serious, one's not serious.
We've got time for one.
Okay, I'll choose the not serious one then. And next week I'll do the serious one. Kedeisha and I treated Jade for her birthday to a comedy show, which she loves, because she does go on about and luckily they sponsored it because of Tried It Podcast. Just joking. Power of magnetisation.
For a second I was like, hold on.
So was I.
But no, it was 99 Comedy Club.
Yeah.
That was called. Yeah. No, Comedy Club in Leicester Square, and it was actually so funny. I really found each of them funny, apart from the last act, but we're not going to talk about that. But it was really, really funny, and I enjoyed it. So
yeah, I want to shout out you guys. Thank you for that. That was really good. But also, I want to shout out my friend Dion. He's like doing these meals. Like you get a box of food for a £5. It's like so tasty, honestly. So if you're in like the North London area, like he'll come and deliver it to you. Like honestly, his food is good, and I think it's important to support like your friends' businesses and stuff like that. So yeah, shout out Dion. This food was sick.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, and talking of friends' businesses, I did my retreat on the weekend, and it was really, really good.
Oh, sorry, Maya.
That's alright.
We will talk about it in detail next week.
No worries. Apparently, we don't do that.
No, I've
here.
already discussed it in private. That's why I don't know what your excuse is.
He hasn't been here, to be fair.
I've been sleeping
you've
since
been
Friday.
away. Okay, yeah.
But anyway,
you two met up and had a whole conversation.
Oh yeah.
I'm not engaging in this. See you later, guys.
We'll be here next week.
See ya.
Bye.